It's time for Highlands basketball this afternoon as part of the Pittsburgh Basketball Club Hall of Fame Classic Weekend. The Highlands Golden Rams are meeting the #1 ranked in 4A and undefeated Quaker Valley Quakers. Along with the Dean, Mike Choma, and cameraman John alongside this afternoon. This is Mike Pavlik greeting you from the beautiful gym at Montour where the Rams don't do well, Dean.
It's been tough up here, Mike, and we're what 1-4 coming in?
1-4 since 2018 in this building, and the only win was against Alderdice a couple years ago when Johnny Christ went down with an ankle injury. Well, let's talk about last night. Happier things. The Rams with a nice win at home against Armstrong, moving their section record to 7-1, 12-4 overall, and Cameron Regard will lead them.
What a game he had last night, Mike. It's a question of chicken or egg. You know, he played such tenacious defense, and I believe that's what keeps him on the floor. And when you're on the floor, you can score a career-high 21 and get 12 rebounds. But again, he's turned it up another level, and again, that's what keeps guys like that. I always say we got one basketball. We need some people to defend. Cam is the kind of guy not only to defend, he's vicious about it. When he does make something happen, he hits the floor, he jumps up, and I think he gets everybody else going.
6 feet. 12 rebounds. That's the point.
That's effort.
That's his calling card. Every team needs a guy to be the motor. Jimmy can be that motor, but he needs help, and Cameron can do that for us, and he's doing it so far. Well, this Quaker Valley team comes in here, as I mentioned, they're 13-0, they're 10-0 in section. They're in section of death with Montour here. As a matter of fact, they'll play Montour on Tuesday. They've already won a game on this floor this year, beating Montour here, but under Coach Mike Mastriani with 541 wins.
Yeah, Mike, and they're led by two outstanding players. Marcus Frank, a 6'5 senior. He's averaging 28 points a game and 10 rebounds. That's 6 in the WPL. And 6'6", Adu Thoreau, he averages 22 points a game. That's the same as Jimmy Quince. They're ranked 18th in the WPL. Again, you mentioned #1 in 4A. They got there after Bell Vernon was beaten by Lower Highlands. They win yesterday by 58 points. They could be the best team in the WPL, Mike, just not 4A.
Did you see how he glossed over that? They won yesterday by 58 points. So let's talk about the old elephant in the room, Mr. Choma, interest level. And I think this works both ways today.
And I think you just mentioned, look forward to Tuesday. They're playing their big game with Montour. We're playing our big game with Shaler in section. So, again, who wants to be here? That's who's going to win. They have an unbeaten streak to defend. It would be nice if we would get something on our resume like beating an unbeaten team. And, again, if you want to show up and play, our only problem, Mike, they start 4 seniors, we start 3 sophomores. We saw what happened in the Montour game. I call it inertia. When that senior body hits that sophomore body, it usually doesn't bode well for the sophomores. But maybe we get out there, we outrun them today.
Well, our sophomores are getting better, and I think that's important. And that with Regard and Foster both coming on as of late, and that's going to help us out down the stretch as we go into playoff time. Well, the Boucher Agency has recently made some major changes with you and your family in mind. Now they're even better equipped to handle your home and auto insurance needs. The Bouchers are now independent agents in addition to nationwide. They're now working with all the leading companies in the industry to find more ways for you to save on home and auto insurance. Call your hometown independent agents, John and Nick Boucher, 724-224-4300. They choose the coverage that's right for your family. They have evening and Saturday hours for your convenience. Remember, in the AK Valley, you're in good hands with the Boucher Agency on your side. I think we got them all in there. So, John Jamarco's big weekend. 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow. Olsh follows us. We'll talk about them later. It's Highlands and Quaker Valley, and it's coming right up. Stay tuned. All right, but back at Montour, time for the starting lineups. The Rams will be in white tonight. They'll be the home team.
Scoreboard wearing black. Quaker Valley Quakers.
Quaker Valley, their black away uniforms. They will start #3, a senior, 6'6", Adu Thoreau. Talked about him in the pregame, Mike, averaged 22 a game. Will Dunda, a 6'1 senior, wears #4. They'll start 4 seniors. Jack Gardner, a 6' senior, wears #5. Their point guard, their leading scorer, #13, Marcus Frank, 6'6 senior, averaging 28 per game. And the 5th starter is #25, Daniel Bartels, 6'3 junior. He's going to be lonely next year, Mike.
He's going to be. The starting lineups brought to you by Dan Timmons Painting. They got you covered.
Golden Rams wearing their home whites. Start #0, Chandler Timmons, 6'3 junior, averaging 8.3 per game.
The senior, Jordan Tavares.
Really? I don't think so. I think they announced Jordan Tavares.
Number 1, Jimmy Quince, 6'2" junior, average of 22.1 per game.
I thought Dot threw us a curveball there.
14, Carter Leary, 5'11" senior, averaging 10.2. Cameron Regard, 24. Where's number 24? 6-foot sophomore, 8.1 per game. And Braden Foster, 6'8", sophomore, average 11.4. Where's number 15? Did Jimmy ever get introduced?
He did.
He did. Okay.
He did.
Somewhere along the way, Jimmy Quince.
He snuck him in there.
22 points a game. They had a little confusion. They had Jordan Tavares starting.
Chet Bonner, Jack Zillis, and Carl Drinage are the officials for this afternoon's game. 3 o'clock tip here at Montour. 6 games today, 6 games tomorrow. Blackhawk was here earlier, the game before us. They won. They beat Baldwin. And Olsh follows us up. Olsh broke the record last night.
Yeah, my trivia question involves that, Mike.
Okay.
And they play a pretty good Shady Side team, so it might be interesting. You see if there's a little letdown afterwards.
That's right, the Shady Side Academy team. As George Guido's here from the paper, Shady Lady Academy, as George calls them. So we're set to go. It's Braden Foster will jump center against Marcus Frank, and we are set. This Quaker Valley team, as we mentioned, undefeated. Waiting to be beaten. We'll see. Tip is won by the Quakers. They go backcourt to get it, and back there is Jack Gardenier. He wears 5. Again, as Deed said, 4 seniors starting this lineup. This is Adu Thero.
They beat Lincoln Park twice, Mike. That's impressive.
Yeah, and the second time at Lincoln Park, I almost said Eaton Park, beat them by 8. Frank in the lane, up around no good. Rebound Regard, who starts another rebounding game for him after he had double figures last night.
Quaker Valley matching up man-to-man right at the half court. Foul Jimmy, no call.
Back out to Leary with a head fake, got the shoes back on. Leary drives in, lays it up and scores, and the Rams lead 2-0.
Takes for 2 by Carter Leary.
So Carter, who went down hard into the end zone wall last night. The ball is tipped out, and they save it out to...
Bowling for saves,
It
Mike.
was. Gardenier got it over to Frank. Now, right side, Thero's 3 is off the rim, no good, and the Rams have it. Now, again, as we said, both teams have played here this year.
Nice.
To Timmons, drives in, got bumped, missed
Not
the
once,
shot.
but twice.
He's going to try again.
They're not calling anything.
No, missed it. But there's Regard to put it in, and the Rams lead 4-0.
He's already got 2 rebounds. Mike, right here, you got to stop the ball. Last time they didn't stop the ball, they got it inside. If you can stop it here, we're going to have a chance. And they make them pull up and set their half-court offense. That's a win right there, Mike.
Rams lead it 4-0. This is Marcus Frank, the 6'6" senior. Now back out to Bartels. Thero in the paint. He had a 44-point game against Hopewell earlier this year, which broke the school record, a school record that has stood since the 70s, or 1980. Now Timmons does a good job D'ing up, comes back out, and Thero lets a 3 go, missed it, but Frank's got the rebound on a bad shot, and it's 4-2.
No assist on that play.
No, nice pass. Wide open Regard. 3 ball up, 3 ball down, and the Rams lead it 7-2.
Good teams want to be pressed, Mike.
That's something that's given us trouble, especially in this building, actually. Over Christmas time, 3 ball by Gardenier is down. Gardenier, the Bombardier, 7-5.
2-1-2 trap. Nice pass
Underneath the Foster, and Foster put it down. So they go back and forth, and the Rams lead it 9-5.
Talking to Coach Mastriani before the game, he enjoys.
What about that arm? Is that allowed?
Really? I mean, it's right up in the face, Mike.
Yeah, and and the foul's on Highlands. That's twice. That's terrible.
Yeah, not once, but twice.
Foster gets the foul.
Anyways, Coach Mastriani says we do a great job, and he gets a lot of information from us. I don't know if that's good or
Thanks
bad.
well, if a guy that's won over 500 games says that, I take that as a compliment. First one by Thero is good. And we know they all watch.
It's a two-edged sword, I tell them. The good news is our kids know the cameras are on. The bad news is you get information.
That's right.
He said he watched the Montour game 8 times.
Well, for many reasons.
Yes, exactly.
Right. They missed the foul shot, kick it back out, and Gardenier's 3 is no good. It's tipped, and Kunst has it. Rams with a 3-point lead. We're barely 3 minutes in. Jimmy blows by. Couple goes all the way to the basket and put it in.
Nice sure move by Jimmy Kuntz.
Jimmy came in 135 short of the 1,000-point mark.
11-6, Rams by 5. Ball's tipped out of bounds. It stays with Quaker Valley.
Good start for the Golden Rams, up 11-6 here, 5 minutes to go in the first quarter.
Frank went in, used the body, and the ball was tipped out of there, and it came to Foster.
Chandler Timmons stood toe-to-toe with him that time.
He did.
Mike.
Jimmy Kuntz, the 3-ball on the way.
Yes.
It's nothing but nylon, and the Rams lead 14-6.
Stop the ball, Mike.
Jimmy Kuntz.
That's
There he-
oh, they're calling a block.
Terrible call.
Block on Timmons.
Terrible call.
Corey Dotchin up off the Highlands bench.
Terrible call. I mean, you lay there in the lane, you take a shot like that, you get called for a foul. I mean, he was set up perfectly, Mike.
You hear the Highlands fans below us. They're not happy.
I'm not either, Mike. I mean,
Well, there have been a couple here.
Yeah.
And Thero's gotten as he makes the first, has gotten the benefit of both of them.
yep,
And he should have two fouls right now.
right. One on Jimmy for the high arm bar and that one.
14-7, Rams by a touchdown. 14-8. Thero's got 3, all of them from the line.
This time straight man-to-man for Quaker Valley.
There's Timmons. Off to Leary. Leary squares up and lets it fly. And he got hammered, but the Rams get it back as Regard with another rebound.
I thought it went down, Mike. It looked pure.
Timmons from 15, in and out and in again.
Nice pump fake by Chandler.
Well, the Rams are doing one thing they didn't do the first 2 times they played here. They're shooting the ball well. 16-8. 8-point Highlands lead. Here's Thero outside.
He's walking, Mike.
Now he's doing a lot of things that he doesn't get called for, apparently.
Yeah, he did.
Put it on the floor. Kicked it back outside to Gardner. In against Kuntz. Jimmy got to be careful. He's already got 1. Now to Frank. Rams playing tough defense right now. Thero right side. Goes all the way to the basket, scores and draws the foul.
And 1 for Thero.
That one may be legit, Mike. The first one, but it's 1.
That's on Leary. And Leary questions the call. So Thero will go to the line. 16-10 Highlands, just over halfway through the first quarter here at Montour. It's missed, it's tipped, and Foster has it. Now to Kunst. Right side Timmons, loop it into Foster. Foster able to control it and score the easy basket.
Great
with
job
that
by
size.
Foster. Yeah, control that pass.
There's one thing, with the exception of Frank, they don't have the size to match up with Foster. 18-10. Thero with the crossover move. Left side to Dunda. Back out to Thero.
The scouting report was stay in front of him, Mike.
Timmons, long skip pass over to Gardner. 3:10 left, first quarter. Grazer, but it came right to Dunda. Back to Gardner in the paint. Goes all the way in.
Nice drop
Puts it down to Frank, and he puts it in.
Basket by Marcus Frank and a great feed from Jack Gardner.
Gardner,
18-12.
Mike, is a great point guard. He distributes the ball well. That time, great pass to Franks.
Kunst. Leary underneath. To Foster, he puts it in.
Brayden Foster for 2.
Talk about those sophomores coming on. That's 6 for Foster. It's 20-12 steal. Here comes Leary with it. 3-on-1. Leary all the way in,
There you
and
go.
Gardner fouled him.
First turnover of the game by either team, Mike.
So Leary will shoot 2. He's an 80%. Nope, they're going to call it on the floor.
No, I think they're going
Thank
to
you.
shoot. No?
Now they changed their mind? Yeah, they are shooting.
Jack Gardner.
Leary's an 80% free throw shooter.
Comes in averaging 10.2 per game.
First one around, no good. He'll get another. He didn't get a chance to go to the line last night. Khalil Long replaces Cameron Regard.
Jordan Tavares also in for Brayden Foster. You should get those substitutes about 2:30.
2:35 left first quarter. Highlands leads at 20-12.
Number 35, Khalil Long.
Leary with another. This one's down. Rams have their biggest lead. It's 9.
Stop the ball, guys. Right there.
Here's Thero left side.
And if they can do that, Mike, I like our chances because they're not letting them get out in transition.
This is Gardner out to Dunda. Frank in the corner. And now Gardner will reset things at 2:10 first quarter.
A matchup zone, Mike.
Get a good look at that from up here in the catbird seat. Off the move, Tiro shoots and it goes in as he gets the friendly roll with the soft rims. He's got 7. 21-14.
They're going to trap Tavares.
Leary's wide open, and here it comes. It's short and tipped by Long right to Timmons.
Fouled.
Timmons scores and draws the foul.
Chandler was a beast that time, Mike. Not only did he pull a rebound down, they were ripping at it. He would not be denied.
Correction, it was Chandler Timmons.
And who did they put the foul on?
I don't know. They're not putting him on the board. Thank you very much.
That is not good.
So Timmons will try to complete the three-point play. It's in and out. Long had it. Oh, but Tavares to Long. He scores.
Left-hander by a little Long.
And the Rams lead it by 11. And a timeout for Mike Mastriani. And the undefeated Quakers find themselves down 11 in the first quarter.
I don't think they've had that happen that often this year, Mike. Well, don't you hate when you need work done around the house, but you can't get anyone to call you back? Or even worse, you finally get in touch with someone and don't finish the job properly? Put those problems aside because B&E Home Renovations has been executing home projects in the AK Valley from the start to the finish for over a decade. Saw them 2 doors down from my house the other morning, Mike, out there getting the job done. So if you're spending your hard-earned money on renovations, you want to get the job done right, call B&E. First call, only call. Experience the difference today. Call 724-351-3172 or visit their Facebook page and take the first step in making your home a better place to live. B&E Home Renovations with a B is always busy.
I got an interesting number for you, and that is that Highlands comes into this game averaging 71 points a game. Their 2 visits here over the holidays, they scored 54 and 51. They already have 25 in the first quarter.
Yeah, Mike, and again, this Quaker Valley team's impressive. They have wins over Kennedy, Catholic, Shar Valley, Sharpsville, Central Valley twice, Hopewell twice, at Montour by 1, Lincoln Park twice, 77-74, 75-67, Blackhawk Beaver and Ambridge. And again, they're averaging, like you said, 73 points a game, only giving up 48.
They have made the playoffs and this is for them, 18 consecutive years. It's very similar to the number we gave you on Hampton the other night.
And we're at 8, correct?
8, which is a new school record. Here's Gardner left side. Dunda between circles. Tavares on him.
Thoreau is very...
Steal by Timmons. Here's Tavares, right side Regard. Loops it back out to Kunst, and Jimmy sets the offense at 108. Timmons now to Long. High posting it. That's out of Khalil's range. Here's Regard. Tavares. Less than a minute to go first quarter. Rams by 11.
In a shocker, to be sure. Number 1 team in 4A, Quaker Valley again, 13-0.
And the Rams will be patient here. Timmons.
Not a bad idea.
Now to Kuntz, 36 seconds. Rams have the arrow, too. Kuntz goes all the way through. Here's Regard from the corner. Down! Cameron Regard, second from downtown. He's got 8. And the Rams have opened up a 14-point lead.
Stop the ball, which they did. Every time they do that, Mike, that's a win.
Yep.
Because to do, all he wants to do is take the ball to the hoop and draw fouls. Now they're trying to isolate him on Jimmy.
Here's Dunda. Now they run the weave out top to Tiro. Now, Gardner's three's no good, and Kunst has it. There's no time as Jimmy threw it the length of the court to Cameron Regard. But how about your Highlands Golden Rams? After 1, Highlands 28 and Quaker Valley 14.
They probably haven't given up 28 points in a quarter all year, Mike.
They only give up 44 a game.
Yeah, think about that.
B&J Sports is celebrating their 6th decade of outfitting our local teams and the great sports fans of the AK Valley. When it comes to all of your sporting goods needs, look no further than B&J Sports. Glenn Mills and his friendly staff provide that personal touch. Customized high school jackets, team uniforms, trophies, plaques. I can attest to the plaques. They do a great job on those. Any kind of sports equipment, you just can't beat the service at B&J Sports. B&J is located at 1605 Freeport Road, Natrona Heights. Open 9 to 5:30 weekdays and Saturdays 9 till noon. Or give Glenn a call, 724-224-226-2762. 6 decades says it all. B&J Sports.
Last night in section, Mike, went according to plan. Shaler 62, Plum 51. We're going to be at Shaler on Tuesday night. Mars put the Mercer on Indiana 76-24.
Well, the Rams had those big first quarters. The only time they've won here over the last 4 years was on January 26th of 2020. Highlands 70, Alderdice 52. And in that game, if you remember, you had an injury. Hey, John, how are you? Thank you. John Jamarco here. Everything's great. Thank you.
Thank you for inviting us.
Another great tournament here by him. He's assistant coach at Montour also. Assists for Bill Manier. As they were one of our losses here at Christmas time, 60-51. They'll be playing here later tonight.
They're going to a zone now, Mike. Hyde's going to have to shoot their way around it. Oh, there's a foul. Yeah,
it is.
It has to
They'll
be.
play here later tonight, then they'll pack Rockefellers after.
Will Dunda going to get his first foul.
Okay, and that makes it 3 fouls apiece.
His first team third.
Rams by 2 touchdowns. Now, what you don't want to do is get too patient. Just want to keep running your offense. Underneath the Foster, they don't have anybody to match him.
And he
Shot,
scored.
score, foul. They don't have an answer for that.
Basket good. Fouls on number 5, Jake Gardner, his second. If they're going to play a zone, though, you do want to be patient. You don't want to rush shots, but if they're going to, I don't understand.
But you want to look to score.
Exactly. And you get behind and you go zone. And the reason why they had to go zone is they're behind because we've basically done well against their man. So they're just trying to figure things out. This plays the Highlands advantage for sure.
31-14. And still, Mike Mastriani is not subbed. Am I correct? I believe I am.
You're right.
Here's Gardner. Remember, they played last night, but barely. I'm sure these guys didn't play much. Another pounding of Hopewell. Hopewell.
Oh, no, offensive foul.
On Dero. There it was finally as Cameron Regard took it.
And you might argue that one, but I got 2 other ones to show you.
Last night they beat Hopewell 89-36. Hopewell was the noon game here. So we'll see what they did.
Extended 1-3-1.
They played Moon. I think Moon won that game. Saved by Foster beautifully on the sideline. Over to Timmons.
Guess who?
Regard out to Kunst. Head fake around Thero. He stops. He pops off the rim. No good. Rebound tipped around. And they don't get many rebounds because the Rams are making a lot of shots.
Off the ball.
Here's Thero. Goes all the way in. And they're going to call foul on the floor.
If you Cam, that'll be his first. And again, you see what he wants to do, Mike. He doesn't want to have to stop. He wants to keep going.
He wants to keep going, right. And the minute they have to stop and set things up, like you said, you've won. Thero for 3. Off the front rim. Rebound Kuntz.
We got that man leaking out here.
This is Regard. Regard put it up. He can't get it. Tip by Kunst is good. On the weak side, Jimmy got in there and got a fingernail on it. It's 33-14.
Walk from behind. No, don't call foul, please.
And that's going to be 2 on Jimmy.
No, they're going to give it to Chandler.
Okay.
That'll be his second.
Oh, I don't want 2 on anybody. Do you have Jimmy with 1?
I only have him with 1.
Okay.
I don't have with any.
Okay, good.
I got Carter Leary has 1, Chandler has 2, Braden Foster 1, and Regard 1.
Thrilled to be wrong. Here's Marcus Frank at the line. 33-14. The first one's no good.
Mike, you're assuming I'm right.
I like it better, so I'm going with it. How's that sound?
Okay, we'll check with Steve at halftime on these.
I didn't get a chance to see Steve. He's down there. Everybody was at Philippines last night. When we get to the Philippines portion of the program, we'll talk about that.
Great evening.
It really was. No good. Rebound Regard. He's going to have another double-double at this rate. And those sophomores coming like that. Here's Tavares. He's one of them. Out to Kunst. Rams by 19. It's tipped away in a steal. And, Tavares from behind stole it back.
That was our first turnover of the game, Mike. That's what helped.
Now Kunst drives in with a spin move. Corner to Leary. Well, they backed off Carter. Corey wants a timeout. Carter, if he just hung on to it for a second, he had a wide open shot, but he didn't know it. Corey Dotchin wants to talk it over. 6:03 left first half, and the Rams lead it by 19.
And Mike, when you don't commit turnovers, I'm sure this team thrives off transition. Turnovers are going to transition. Well, let's talk about the Wireless Zone, the largest independent Verizon wireless franchise in America. Whether you're a small business, a big family, or you just need a new phone, the Wireless Zone can help you. At Wireless Zone, they're dedicated to finding the right device for you, your family, your business, and your lifestyle. Our stores offer competitive prices on today's most popular devices. Stop in today and see what makes Verizon the world's largest and most reliable network. Get 5G ready and visit your Wireless Zone headquarters in Trona Heights at the Walmart Plaza and at Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Or find them at Wireless Zone, store nearest you by visiting wirelesszone.com. Yeah, Mike, I'm sure this team just thrives off transition, and they're not getting it, and that's why they have 14 points. And they haven't scored in the first 2 minutes of this quarter.
No, they've not.
So if Highlands can just be patient with the basketball and keep the turnovers down, Mike, that might be the ticket.
33-14, and again, this Quaker Valley team averages 74 points a game. They have 14 points in a quarter plus. Here's Kuntz. They got to turn up the heat defensively. Work it into Foster. Not the greatest pass in the world, but he still controls it. And he's fouled. Oh, what a move that was.
That was body control.
Well, when all else fails, get it into him. They don't have an answer.
That's going to go on Daniel Bartles, his first.
So Foster, 1 for 1 from the line, will shoot a couple. He's got 9 points on the night. Came in averaging 11.5. He'll get another.
Shooting his second at the line, Braden Foster.
Rams shot 60% last night, which is what they shoot. They're consistent, if nothing else.
I got 63 on the year total, to be exact.
Missed them both, but Tavares has the rebound. Tavares got hammered from behind by Thero, and that's his second.
And guess what, Mike? One-on-one.
I don't know if that's a good thing, but
start making them. Jordan, 56% foul shooter.
Foul on number 3, Adu Thero, his second, team 7.
33-14, 5:46 to go here in the first half.
And Mike, with Thero, if you can get a body in front of him, you might draw another offensive foul.
They should have 4 already. Well, he wouldn't because he would be on the bench. But Tavares
make this fast.
Fires it off the back rim. The Rams have missed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And a basket by Thero. He scores and he draws the foul.
That's what they want, Mike. Thoreau didn't have to stop that time, and let's see if they get the foul on. That's on Braden Foster, his second. Khalil Long going to check in for him.
You're going to have to be careful with those now. Sophomore, that might be it for him for the rest of the half. So Thero's at the line. 33-16 now. And he makes the three-point play. He's got double figures with 10. 33-17, and the Rams turn it over. Jimmy said it went off Bartels, which I kind of thought it did, but Jimmy's just asking the official to help, but he's not going to.
Second turnover.
He saw what he saw. Out of the corner, 3 is down by Dunda.
Corner 3 for Will Dunda.
And Mike, now there's the other part. They score, they can set their pressure up.
And it's tough. And Kuntz breaks it. Out to Long. Now Tavares. And Tavares travels. 33-20, and here come the Quakers.
And that's what they want, Mike.
They're on a 6-0 run.
Transition.
Remember, the runs are the key for Highlands the last 2 games. An 11-0 run against Hampton and a 17-0 run last night. Here's Dunda. They run the weave out top. This is Thero. High posting it to Bartels. Gardner right side.
Got a mismatch with Franks. There's that push off again. Look at that arm, Mike.
Tipped by Tavares. Good job as Bartels was behind him. Good defense by Jordan.
He's just arm barring him to death.
That's AAU ball, Dean.
Well, this is not AAU.
I understand. Thero's 3 is off the rim, and Kunst has the rebound.
And he's getting fouled.
And he's fouled by Gardner.
Jimmy got to get a lot of.
And that wasn't necessary. And he said, "What did I do?"
That's his third, Mike.
Foul number 5, Jack Gardner.
And we're going to have their first sub
His third teammate.
as Joey Coyle, the 6'1 sophomore, comes in. Number 1.
And that's their point guard, Mike.
And here's Jimmy Kunst at 67%. He gets to shoot the 1-on-1. And gets to roll.
That's a big one, Mike.
Number 1 for the Quakers,
Break that run up.
Joseph Coyle.
We'll shoot 101 the rest of the half. So will they.
35-20.
Stop the ball. Here we go.
Here's Thero against Kunst. 4:50 left. Not a fast-moving first half, to say the least. 35-20, Highlands leads it.
14 fouls called, Mike.
That'll do it, huh? And a few that weren't called. Thero stops and pops off the back rim. No good. Rebound, Regard. Now Kunst. Coach Dodgen wants him to come help. High post. Too long. Around the long screen. Here comes Jimmy from downtown, and it
Buried it.
rattles home.
Number 1, Jimmy Kunst.
And the Rams lead it 38-20 again.
Highlands now on a 5-0 run, a Jimmy Kunst 5-0 run.
Bring it right back.
4 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Coyle fired it to the corner to Dunda. Steal by Leary. Got the hand in there. Boy, the Highlands bench is extra fired up today. Kunst looks like he wants to take it. Lost it. Thero's falling, and it comes to the Quakers. And they get it back to Frank, and he settles it in easily.
Basket by Marcus.
Again, Mike, transition basket. 4th turnover. They've converted 3 of the 4 turnovers.
38-22. Tavares got around a man. Dump it into
Long. Foul.
Put it up and scores.
Long moving to paint by Khalil Long.
Second basket, 4th point for Khalil. 40-22. That's Highlands by 18. Oh, Thero had to come up on him and threw it off the leg out of bounds. Highlands basketball. He threw it off the leg of Bartels.
6th turnover for Quaker Valley.
Troy Kozar, 0 in the game. Did he ask Al if he could wear that number? 40-22. Highlands could take their biggest lead with a basket here. 3:08 to go first half, and that's a serious screen by Khalil. Kunst travels. Just drag the pivot foot. Turnover Highlands. 3:04.
It's their 5th. And again, important to stop the ball here at the 3-minute mark with the 18-point lead.
Adu Thero. He's got offers from both coasts. From Long Island and UCSB. You can't be any more divergent than that.
The right and left coast, huh?
That's right. I think I might like the Gauchos. Let's go to that one.
Yeah, compared to what the right coast is getting tonight.
Yeah, you don't want that. Here's Frank. He got the old thumb to the eye, McMahon.
Who are they going to give that to?
I think it'll be on Khalil.
No, Tavares.
Tavares, all right.
Yep. And they'll be shooting 1-on-1s.
Foul on number 3, Jordan Tavares, his first team 7th.
And that's 7 on Highlands. The Rams lead by 18, 2:38 to go first half. And Marcus Frank is trying to shake that one off there.
Mike, he shoots 70% from the field. And he was the
You think most of them are layups?
Post-Gazette Player of the Week last week.
Layups and or soft dunks like he had earlier.
He's got 7 points. Had 31 against Lincoln Park last Friday. Averages 9 rebounds.
Yeah, he was the big man in that win. A game out at Midland.
And his 29 points per game puts him 6th in the WPIL.
40-24.
He has 8 now.
Oh,
No
Jimmy
foul.
got treated rudely by Frank, but able to control it. Got around a man all the way in, up, around, and good.
Jimmy Kunst now with 14. Golden Rams up 18.
Jimmy said, if you're going to treat me like that, I'm just going right to the basket.
Great pick by Long that time, too, Mike.
It was. He's had a couple out there. You better be careful with him because that'll hurt.
Look at that push-off. He pushes off so much.
There's a 3 from the corner, and it's an air ball by Coyle, and Long is giving Highlands good minutes here, as he did last night. Here's Tavares. Oh, he was open. Went into a triple team. Kunst, Leary. Back to Long. And they lose it, but Regard got it. They're going to say Khalil got him from behind.
Foul.
Frustration foul on Big 35.
Yep. Khalil picks up his first. They'll shoot a 1-on-1 here. 1:52 to go.
Foul on number 35.
Landon Signorella comes into the game for the first time this afternoon.
Into the game for the
And Khalil Long, like I said,
Number 4,
gave us great minutes when Braden picked up his second foul. Thoreau now with 10 points on the line. He's 1 for 3 today.
And Dunda's going to come back in, and he's going to give Bartels a rest. So they do have the 2 bench players in there right now, Coyle and Kozar. And Thero's at the line. He's got 10 points tonight, and he has a great stroke, doesn't he?
He does.
He's made 5 from the charity stripe this afternoon, 42-25.
But Mike, other than Thoreau and Franks, they've only got 6 points from the other 3 players.
He made them both.
Now has a dozen.
And they don't set up pressure. I thought they might. 42-26.
You would think that's their
even off a foul shot, you can do it, right?
Sure.
Maybe he's worried about fouls, Coach Mastriani. He's had a few rodeos. Tavares got fouled.
And that's Thoreau's 3rd, Mike.
Now Jordan saw an opening and took it to the hoop.
And I would get him out of there if I was Coach Mastriani for the final 137.
Thero, his 3rd.
Yep, he's got 3. Gardenier has 3. Both teams having trouble with fouls here. The Rams don't have anyone with 3, though. Tavares at the line. The first one's no good.
Jordan is a better foul shooter than he's shooting, Mike. 56%, missed 2 today. Come on, Jordan, bear down. Every point's going to be important here.
And it is. 1:37 left of the first half. Highlands by 17.
He could do that when he wants.
No, you've seen it. 43-26. Out of the corner. Coyle's 3. He cans this one. He missed an earlier one, but he's obviously in there to shoot it. And it's 43-29. 14-point ball game. 1:20 left. Regard pops out to get it. Rams haven't been able to shake Leary free tonight. Signorella in trouble. Got it to Corns. Corey wants timeout. Nobody's paying attention. Now they finally get it. He was all the way out the half court saying, hey, can somebody see me?
Yeah, good timeout.
No, it was. Planet Fitness at the Heights Plaza in Natrona Heights is your home of the judgment-free zone. Planet Fitness provides a clean and spacious environment where everyone is free to work out in a non-intimidating atmosphere for as little as $10 a month. Hey, get that 0 down. There's still a couple more days. Whether you're just starting out, getting back in a groove, or looking for extra tips, work out with a certified trainer at Planet Fitness at no extra cost with the PE at PF program. With membership starting as low as $10 a month, you can start off the new year with high-quality fitness at an awesome price. Come down to Planet Fitness in Natrona Heights and meet our friendly staff. Welcome to the Planet.
Hey, Mike, some good news from the WPL. The Peterson Event Center has been secured to host all the championship games, all 6 boys and girls championships, and rumor has it that they're going to do what they did last year, play the first 2 rounds at the higher seat of the home court. I think it's a great idea. Last year we had a huge crowd at
We sure did.
Highlands for the Trinity game, and that was with restrictions. So again, hopefully they're going to allow that to happen, and look forward to being back at Peterson Event Center and maybe seeing both these teams down there. Wouldn't that be something, huh?
It could happen. What did Mr. Falsetti used to say? Stranger things happen. Stranger things have happened. So.
All right, big possession for the Golden Rams here.
1:05 remaining. Let's see if they can get it inbounded. We were talking about this on the phone the other day. The inbound can be sometimes the hardest thing.
Yeah.
Kunst will take it with 1 minute left, first half. Highlands by 14.
Jimmy's got to touch it.
Signorella to Regard. Around a Sig screen. Over to Leary. Leary goes in. He stops. He pops around. No good. Rebound Signorella. Tipped it, but Frank has it. Here come the Quakers quickly. And Frank goes all the way to the basket and put it in.
Jimmy tried to draw the charge, but Frank went
Just
around
went right around him.
Yep.
43-31. 12's as close as they've been in a while. 30 seconds. Signorella has trouble and travels. It's hard to travel when you don't have the ball. This is my favorite thing.
Problem was he was getting the ball.
And Thero's coming back in as Mike Mastriani playing offense-defense right now. 28 seconds left. They could try to cut it under double figures here.
Big possession for both teams.
So here is Thero out top. They're going to hold for 1 because they do have the arrow. They get the double here. Thero pounds it out center circle. 11 seconds, now 10.
And all he wants to do is take it to the
He's
basket.
going to take it to the basket and hope to draw a foul, but they stop him. Out to Coyle. Corner for Kozar, 3-ball, missed it badly, rebound Leary, and that's good defense by Highlands at the end of first half. And the Rams will take a 12-point lead into the locker room.
Are you or someone you know in need of physical or occupational therapy? Consider a caring therapist at Phoenix Rehabilitation Health Services in Trona Heights. Zach Bartolotta and his staff specialize in one-on-one personalized care coupled with the latest technology and equipment in physical therapy services. They deal with any type of injury, especially in orthopedic conditions, including sports and workman comp injuries. Phoenix will help you with your goals of returning to the activities you love to do the most. Phoenix Rehabilitation and Health Services, conveniently located at 1601 Union Avenue, Trona Heights. Flexible hours for your convenience. They accept most insurances, including UPMC. So give them a call today. Set up an appointment at 724-224-5090.
All right, halftime. Highlands 43, Quaker Valley 31. We'll have stats and more right after this. We're back at halftime at Montour at the Pittsburgh Black Basketball Club Hall of Fame Classic. Highlands leads at 43-31 at the break over Quaker Valley. Halftime stats are brought to you by Mason Elite Hoops, training K through 12 at the Pittsburgh Mills Mall. Visit the Mason Elite Facebook page for information.
Well, Highlands again did a great job the first quarter, scoring 28 points, 15 in the second, leading here 43-31. They're led by Jimmy Kuntz with 14 points. Carter Leary had 3. Chandler Timmons 4. Braden Foster 9. He got settled with 2 fouls quickly, but he'll be back for the second half. Jordan Navarez has 1 point. Cam Regard has 8. Khalil Long off the bench with 4. For the Quaker Valley Quakers, Adu Thoreau leads them with 12. Will Dunda has 3. Jack Gardner has 3. Marcus Frank has 10. And Joey Cole has 3. Fouls, very important, Mike. Adu with 3. Gardner with 3. Golden Rams, no one has 3 fouls. Timmons has 2. Foster has 2.
And Corey Dodson did a good job of getting Braden Foster to the bench. And it was interesting. Mike Mastriani left Marcus Frank out there with 2, figuring I got a senior here, and he's going to. And he did the same thing with Tiro, and they both ended up getting their 3rd foul.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's sometimes that works, and that strategy works, and sometimes it doesn't. Hey, Philippines last night. What a great night. Let's talk about that. Philippines, since 1999 in the Heights, burgers, wings, specialty sandwiches, wraps, and, of course, pizza, which we had last night. The Birdville pie, made with that super secret recipe and name for the Birdville section of the Heights. The kitchen is open after the game, and believe me, we had that place packed last night, did we not?
It was a Hall of Fame event. Everybody showed up for the Hall of Fame induction. You, Greg Kribakar, and Kirk Watucky. And everybody came to honor you guys.
It was tremendous. They have a full breakfast starting every day at 8 o'clock. Philippe's Family Dining and Pizzeria on Freeport Road in Natrona Heights. All right, so what do the Rams have to do here? They lead it by 12, but they can't sit on the lead, obviously.
Well, Mike, we've committed 6 first-half turnovers. We limit those turnovers, and again, don't let them get out in transition, because all Thoreau wants to do is take the ball to the basket. He doesn't really shoot outside that much. He uses that arm bar. I hope we get an early offensive foul on him that can really put us in good shape.
And I think that's going to be the key. I think if you keep standing somebody in front of him and having them go down, you might have a chance to pick up that charge.
And the second guy is sliding in after that first guy, too.
Exactly. And the Rams do that as well as any team we've seen over the years. So that's something to take into account. Hopefully they'll be able to pull that off. The game following ours, Our Lady of Sacred Heart, Olsh, will play Shady Side Academy in the game. I went over and told the boys congratulations on breaking the winning streak record. You told us earlier that if they win every game this year,
they will
set the state record. No team has gone back-to-back undefeated. Did you know that?
I did not till now.
They would be the first, and they're good enough. So here are the Quakers starting with the basketball in the second half. Starting 5 out there for Mike Mastriani in his 23rd season. And 30th overall. That's how he's got those 500-plus wins.
Starting 5 for Highlands, too.
Dunda for 3. It's a grazer. And the Rams just let it go out of bounds.
Here comes pressure, though. Even though the shot was missed, Boss being inbounded from the baseline.
That puts Timmons and Foster back out there. They both had 2 fouls, and they both sat the lion's share of the second quarter. Timmons, what a steal. And here is Tiro for the layup.
Too easy, Mike. That's that turnover transition.
And it's a 10-point game, 43-33. Kunst loops it into Foster. They didn't have an answer. He'll try again and score.
Foster on those putbacks, Mike. Done a great job.
He's hit his average, and the Rams lead by 12 again. And it sounds like that's a point of emphasis, that they're just going to go to him until they prove they can stop it.
Not a bad idea.
Tiro being guarded by Regard. Corner to Gardenier. He was the first one to go out with fouls. And steal. Regard against Frank. Drives, lays, Frank blocked it.
That was a great job by Frank. He timed that jump perfectly.
Tiro all the way through, and he lays it in.
That's what they do, Mike. Off transition, they got it there. He's got 16.
10-point game. Now in the paint, and Kunst with the friendly roll for 16 points and a 14-point lead.
That's called the answer, Mike. When they do that, you have to come back, and Jimmy did.
Gardenier to Dunda. Now to Frank. Frank tried to get around Kunst, and they're going to call Jimmy on a nickel dimer.
Whoa. That'll be Jimmy's first.
First foul on Highlands' second half. 2 minutes into the second half.
Jimmy Kunst, his first team first to the second half.
Here's Tiro in against Regard. He D'd him up pretty well, but they called the foul on Cameron. And that's his second.
That's what he wants to do, Mike. Go in and draw fouls.
And what you don't want to do is put him on the line, because he's been deadly. I think he's only missed one. He's 7 for 8.
Tiro at the line to shoot 2.
Sean Dennis, our old coach, came over at halftime and wanted to know how many field goals he had in the first half, and it was only 3. Well, he's got 2 more already here. And 17 points. 47-36. He's done all their scoring in this half.
He can score in bunches.
And we mentioned against Hopewell earlier this year, he had 44 points. And another steal. This is Frank. Frank goes in, scores, and draws the foul.
One for Marcus Frank.
The formula we gave you the win, Mike, is the formula that they're turning against us. We're turning the ball over, and they're getting transition and points.
Well, they also at halftime may have been talked into being interested by their Hall of Fame coach.
We talked about that in the pregame. Who's interested? That's right.
I got a feeling he wasn't going to let that go down without letting them know a piece of his mind.
Marcus
Frank completes the 3-point play, and all of a sudden that lead is 7. Highlands is led by as many as 19.
And
Timmons needs help, and now it's 2-on-1 the other way.
Should have locked up the Foster, yeah.
You got to attack there.
Yeah.
Here's Leary. All the way in, off the glass, no good. Rebound, and saved in by the Quakers, and here they come.
Foster was wide open, Mike. Didn't get the ball to him.
And here's Tiro. He's just going to stop back. 3 balls, no good. Rebound Foster, and he lost it out of bounds.
Unforced turnovers, Mike, can't have them. 9th turnover. Already 3 in this quarter. And that's how they've cut into this lead, Mike. It's 12 at the half, down to 7 now.
Here's Gardenier. Out to Dunda, and now Tiro takes it against Kunst. Drives all the way to the basket, and Kunst gets caught with a foul.
And that's what they do, Mike. Jimmy gets his second quickly here.
47-40. The Rams have scored 2 baskets in this quarter. Quaker Valley has 9 points already, and they're shutting the clock off and doing business from the foul line, and that's where Tiro's done most of his.
This is his 3rd on the night.
He's got 18 points, and Frank has 13. And it's a 2-possession game. Again against pressure. Here comes Timmons. Out to Leary. Again, it's 2-on-1. Leary takes it all the way in. Shot, score, foul.
And
that foul's on Bartles, Mike.
Carter Leary.
That'll be his 3rd. Thoreau has 3. Gardenier has 3.
And again, I'll say, Foster's wide open again there.
Yeah, Mike.
Number 25, Daniel Marquez, his 3rd.
But Carter took it himself, made the basket and the 3-point play.
We'll take it, but you're right. They're leaving Foster open.
Well, it's 2-on-1.
Yeah.
It's the minute they break it and get it across. Here's Gardenier to Dunda. Back to Gardenier. Highlands by 9 again.
Always talk about good teams wanting to be pressed, Mike. And that time, Highlands made him pay for it.
Here's Thero against Tavares. Steps back, 3-ball, no good. Rebound Timmons. 1 and out that time.
There's a foul there.
Bothered by Frank, but he gets it across to Leary.
Another foul.
Leary took the bump, tried to get it to Foster, and there was Thero laying in the weeds.
And here's your transition, Mike.
Now Dunda off the dribble. Dunda goes in, put it up off the glass, no good. Rebound Foster. Quickly to Timmons.
Highlands had numbers early.
Good, stops, pops, 3-ball, yes!
Jimmy comes for a deep three.
He's got 19, and their goal rounds are up by 12 again. Timeout.
Mastriani says, slow down. Highlands 53, Quaker Valley 41.
So they met that run that time, Mike. Joe Lucchino and son Joe would like to welcome you to Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group, serving the AK Valley for decades. Lucchino's are a broad-based financial advisory firm with a wide range of opportunities for both you and your business. While most of us are trying to navigate the new normal, now more than ever, we realize the importance of family and trying to protect them. Life insurance and investments, so now would be a great time to make sure your policies are doing the job they were intended to do. Stop by Lucchino's for a free insurance review today. Joe and Joe always know they're located at 2318 Freeport Road next to Donut Connection, or call today at 724-224-8908 or 724-905-7583. Why wait? Let Lucchino Insurance and Financial Group put you on the road to financial stability today.
If you look in the doorway there, they're the old coaches. You see Coach Rodriguez on the right.
Done a great job with them, Mike.
He has. We said they'll be the next game here, and they broke the record, the WPIL record, for most consecutive wins last night. They've won 53 games in a row.
Mike, in those 53 games, you ready for this? The average margin of victory, 30 points.
They hammered us pretty good last year at home, man.
21. We
They gave us a pretty good spanking at Ram Marina. That never happens. Especially when we have a good team, as we do now.
We were below the average, though.
That's for sure. Jake DeMichael, terrific. Nice kid, too.
Yep.
He got first. Yeah, he had an undefeated state champion. His dad had an undefeated state champion at Stowe Rocks.
Pretty good.
Here's Gardenier. Over to Bartels. Now Thero goes in. Tavares.
Oh,
ball.
jump
Good
ball.
work. Highlands basketball. Jordan saw the opening and he just grabbed at it, and that's a turnover for Quaker Valley on alternate possession. 53-41, Highlands by 12.
Yeah, Thoreau doesn't make that mistake too often, bringing the ball down. He did. Jordan took advantage of it.
And the Rams had a nice double team set up right there, too.
8th turnover for Quaker Valley.
What a big three that was by Jimmy last trip, by the way.
Yeah, Mike, he was out in front.
Oh, here's another one. Leary eats off the front rim. They battle for it, and it comes right in front of the Highlands bench, and Gardenier comes away with it.
They got numbers.
Out to Frank all the way through. Up and under move, and he puts it down.
Once again, Mike, transition. They had numbers.
53-43, Highlands by 10. Leary drives into the paint, tries to dump it down, but boy, does Thoreau have...
Double dribbled, stepped on the line.
He did. What quick hands he has. You think you have an opening, and he gets there so fast. He makes up so much ground.
And he read Carter Leary pretty well, Mike.
That's the second time he's had a good read on a play like that. He was second team All-State last year. I guess that gives you some indication. Into Foster. 1-on-4. Blocked by Thero, and Foster's down.
And no foul.
I didn't think it was. Here's Frank against two Rams. He can't get it, but Thero follows. Got to put a body on him.
Thero now has 20. Leads cut to 8.
9 points in this quarter for him. Foster travels.
Yep. No doubt about it, Mike. No help that time. Everybody just left him in the post. Khalil Long going to go in for Foster, get him to cool down a little bit.
Khalil Long.
A dozen turnovers now, Mike, and Quaker Valley has it down under double digits again. Jordan 250 mark here.
Jack Gardenier, the senior point guard. Got it back to Thero. Everyone's going to get, this is a clear out. Nope, they're going to weave it first. This is Dunda out top. Now to Frank. Frank goes in. Good defense by Timmons. The block by Long, but it came back to Gardenier. 2:25 left third quarter. Highlands 53 and Quaker Valley 45. Now Gardenier against Leary. Goes in. Put it down low to Frank, and he's fouled by Timmons.
That time, Mike Timmons was defenseless because Gardner got around Tavares. You got to stop the ball.
3 on Chandler by my count.
And remember, Frank's averages 28 a game, Mike. He's got 15 so far.
Cameron Regard getting ready to check in. As Frank shoots 2, he'll go in after the first. Replace Timmons, I would assume. Frank throws the first one off the back iron. Actually, Regard's replacing Leary.
Rams number 24, Cameron Regard.
3 for 6 for Franks from the foul line.
Timmons will stay out there. Missed them both. Kunst has the rebound. Well, that worked out. Other than Chandler's foul.
2 minutes to go.
Regard thought about it, but Frank closed out quickly. Now Timmons between circles. Loop it into long. It's off his hands, out of bounds.
I thought Bartels touched it, but that's a tough pass for a guy like Khalil to handle, Mike. Got to make smarter choices there. That's 13 turnovers, 7 in this quarter. That's too much. They look like they're going to be content to work the ball around in the zone.
8-point game on the overplay by Regard. Almost had the steal, but here's Thero. Out to Gardner, head fake. Now gave up the dribble. Thero goes in against 3 men. Put it up, off the rim, got his own rebound and score. No, he missed it. Third try, blocked by Long and foul.
Good foul, Mike. He had to. Oh, guess what? They're putting on Chandler, Mike. That's his 4th.
Foul number 0.
Oh, boy.
Timmons, his 4th.
Yeah, I thought Khalil got it.
I did too.
The line to shoot 2, Adu Thero.
So now Corey Dotchin has a decision. Does he want to go
He's going to bring in
small?
Foster.
He's going to go with Foster. Thero makes the first. He's got 22. And it's a 7-point game, 53-46.
Entering the game, Braden Foster for the Golden Rams.
Thero gets another. He's lived at the line tonight. He's going to have to pay taxes to Robinson Township.
He's the Schlegel from Mars.
Here's Regard. All the way through. What's the call?
Boy, I wish you wouldn't have called that foul, Mike. We had him 3-on-1.
And that is on Frank.
His first. Fouls are 6-2, Mike.
Yeah, I was going to say that's only their second team foul. Quaker Valley will go in the bonus next Highlands foul.
His first team.
Need to get a good one here, Mike.
Kunst. Dunda gives him a rough ride. He stops. He pops. He scores with a soft touch.
Finally bounce for Jimmy Kunst.
21 now for Jimmy. More importantly, 8-point lead.
7 points for Jimmy here in this third quarter. 55-48. Spin move by Thero. He got in trouble. More good defense by Tavares. Throws it through. Dunda. Oh, look at Regard. Jump ball. This one will go to Quaker Valley, but good Highlands defense there.
Sure was, Mike. And again, Cameron Regard on the floor for that ball.
Quaker Valley fans not happy with that call. Now there's always something for everybody at these games.
1 minute. Highlands ahead by 8.
Gardner stepped back, but Regard closed out on him. Now wide open Dunda for 3. It's off the back iron, but it came right to him. Fires it back to Gardner. He wanted that one for a while. It's good.
He never left that spot, Mike.
He's got 2 from downtown. Quaker Valley's hit 4 3-pointers, and it's a 55-50 game. This is as close as they've been. Into Foster, batted away. It's loose on the floor.
That'll be Highlands.
Jump ball goes to Highlands at 32 seconds.
They're starting to become more aggressive on defense, Mike. You have to make them pay by making layups.
55-50. 32 seconds left third quarter. Here's Regard. This one feels like a playoff game, doesn't it?
Yep.
This is why you play these. Regard's in trouble. He gave up the dribble. Now Tavares comes out to get it. Gardner gives him trouble, but Tavares goes all the way to the basket and laid it in.
Big
What a move he
basket by
made.
Tavares.
57-50, 14 seconds. Now to Dunda, 10 seconds. Underneath the Frank, he put it in
Too
easily.
easy. Yeah, he snuck in behind the defense, Mike.
Rams have time here. 2 seconds, 1. Regard lets it go off the rim.
Yes.
Cam Regard with a buzzer beater.
A double kiss, Mike.
How about that?
Number
And hopefully that's going to be one we're going to remember, Mike, at the end of this one. Highlands up 8 now. And it's time for unflooded trivia. Wow, that was not trivial the way that thing went in there, Mike. Has your home or business been damaged by water or mold? Get the people from Unflooded to come and help you. Broken pipe, sewer backup, you name it, they'll take care of it. When it comes to having mold in your home, they will come and assess the situation, put together a game plan for moving the mold, and keep it from coming back. Visit unflooded.com or call Brian Marr at 888-650-7767 any time of the day. What a great shot by Cam Regard, Mike. And
we have had our share of buzzer beaters this year. You know that.
That one might be the most important one.
That was good. That's 3 nice points. Hey, Jimmy had one too. Here earlier this year.
Here's the trivia question, Mike. Olsh did it last night. They won their 53rd game in a row. They're here today. They beat Southside Beaver, took over the title from Uniontown and Washington, who had won 52 in a row. Washington was the last team in 1985 to play in an undefeated battle of undefeated in a WPL championship. Who was their opponent?
So for them to do this, they had to beat an undefeated team.
Correct. To win the
in 1985.
And they did do it, obviously.
Obviously.
Who was the opponent?
And their coach is still there.
Yeah. Ron Faust.
Wow. Who would have been? What class would they have been? Double then?
I think they were double. I'll give you a hint. It was a local team.
Oh, okay. An undefeated local double-A team. All right, we'll think about that.
1985.
We'll get
Here
to
we
that.
go.
Steal by Regard.
And he's smart, Mike. He brought it back out.
How about this guy? Back out to Tavares. You're watching him grow up before your eyes.
Yes, sir.
Here's Tavares.
Big game.
To Regard. He thought about it. He stops. He pops. Glass
Whoa,
good.
off the glass. He likes that glass, Mike. He's got 13, or up 10 again.
And the last 5, and it's a 10-point, 62-52 Highlands lead. Bartels hands it off to Gardenier. Out top, Bartels again.
2-3 zone for the Golden Rams. Going to make him shoot over top of it.
Here's Tiro. Scores, and Blanc commits the foul.
All you want to do, Mike, is stop the baseline there. It's a 2-3. There's no way he can take the baseline, and he did. Got to give him credit there.
Rams are going to go a little smaller now as Long will go out and Leary will come in and get some guards out there. 62-54.
Number 14.
Lil second.
Quaker Valley's last loss was in the WPIL playoffs last year when they lost to North Catholic in the second round, 84-56. They've won 13 straight, of course, so 13-0.
And a Duke Thoreau looking to get his 26 point.
Have I mentioned they're 13-0? Tiro in and out. Foster the rebound. 8-point Highlands lead. They've led by as many as 19 today. Regard for 3 out of the corner. Oh, Dipper. Kuntz the foul.
And no.
It won't go, but he's fouled. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, Mike.
Big rebound, Jimmy Kuntz.
Boy, can he get up there, huh?
Yep. And so did Foster. You know, Cameron, feeling it, take the shot.
Oh, absolutely. Don't have any problem with that.
Team third.
Jimmy's 2 for 2 from the stripe tonight. Now there's where the Rams need to make their free throws.
Jimmy's climbing back up there. He's made 3 of 3 tonight.
Yeah.
22, right at his average.
Right at his average. His average went up like 0.3 of a point. It's hard to make it move. Jimmy makes 1 out of 2. The Rams lead by 9 with 6:50 to go. Here's Gardenier, got into trouble. Out to Dundon, out of Frank all the way home. Scoop shot, missed it. Rebound, Leary just stole it off of Tiro. That little bulldog. Now the Rams have a 5-on-3 power play, but Frank stole it from behind.
We got a man back. Nope.
Gardenier, Tiro.
That's what they do with their transition, Mike. Now they can't let that rattle them.
Duke Thoreau.
63-56, Highlands by 7. Now Leary got bumped. Went in, can't get it to go, but Carter will shoot 2 at 6:22.
And I think that Thoreau's forced bomb, Mike. Oh, no.
Come on, number 25, Daniel Bartel.
His fourth, Bartel's fourth.
His 4th, team 4. Shooting.
So Leary at the line, he is 2 for 3 tonight. And our leading foul shooter.
Came in at 80%.
64-56. Highlands with an 8-point lead. 6:22 left. Here's the second by Leary. Also good.
He's got 8. Highlands' lead is 9.
3 out of 4 in the fourth quarter. Here's
Take him
0.
right to the rack.
And
Yep.
Tavares, that's fine.
Yeah, that's.
Just don't give him the basket
no.
right there. Make him earn it.
And they're going to put him on the line one-on-one.
Number 3, Tavares.
2 on Jordan, I believe.
Yes.
What you have?
His second teammate. 3
All right.
in the game for the Quaker Valley Quakers.
Now Quaker Valley coming in with Joey Coyle as Bartels sits down. They're going to probably just want Bartels to be on offense right now because he's got 4 fouls. Thero hits the first.
28 now. He's going to take me off the page, Mike. I have room for 28 points for every player.
65-58. Against pressure. And Regard comes free. Forecourt all the way. Oh, it went off his leg, but right to Foster. What a fortunate bounce.
Basket by number 15.
Brady's been hanging around that basket all night waiting for it, Mike, and that time he delivered it.
Highlands by 9, 67-58 as we wind to under 6 minutes. Here's Dunda to Gardenier. Center circle. Back to Dunda. Thero puts it on the floor all the way around. Foster can't get it to go, but Frank has the tip in.
Nobody boxed him up, Mike. He's got 19. The lead is 7.
Regard forecourt. Goes all the way in with a runner. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, Foster. Shot, score.
Foster with 4 in a row. He's got 15.
Put back by number 15.
Steal by Regard again. Gonna slow it down? No, he's gonna fire it into Foster. Foster goes up and scores!
Monster shot by Braden Foster. He's got a quick 6 and Highlands up 11 again, Mike. Braden was 17.
Gardenier against Leary. Clock winds to less than 5. Dunda's 3 is down. Pure from the right wing.
Deep 3, Will Dunda.
He's got 2 from downtown, and it's 71-63. Leary. Now Foster. Oh, Jimmy cutting. Regard in the corner. Rams with an 8-point lead.
Take a little time here, Mike. Catch your breath.
Move the ball. Create an open shot. Like that one, for instance. It's a dipper. Rebound, Frank.
Stop the ball.
Frank goes all the way in, puts it up, and scores easily.
Got to stop the ball, Mike.
Marcus Frank for 2.
71-65. Back to a 6-point game. They've been as close as 5. Regard to a wide open Leary. Here it comes off the front rim. It's tipped, and
there
Frank
they go,
has
Mike.
it. And
Carter,
Regard,
yeah,
I think Regard on a reach in.
I think it's Carter Leary, but that's a
Okay.
good foul. They were beat.
It is Carter. You are correct, sir.
Foul number 14.
We have lots of everybody with 2.
His second.
Let's put it this way. Everybody has 2 and Chandler has 4.
Chandler's going to come back into the game now, Mike.
At the 4:06 mark. 71-65. And this will be Marcus Frank, the 6'6 senior, to the line.
And you can see what this team wants to do, Mike. Just get you out in transition.
Frank gets the first. 71-66. It's a 5-point game.
He's got 22. Thoreau has 29.
That's off the back iron, but Tiro has it.
It's a walk. It's a walk.
They're going to call a foul on Foster.
Oh, no. 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 No.
Foul number 15, Braden Foster. His
Yeah, I was thinking traveling too, but and again, no time goes off the clock, and they get a chance for 2 more. And Tiro's been
at the line.
pretty deadly from the foul line.
He's missed 4 so far, Mike. He's going to get 2 here.
He's missed 4 and made a passel. There's another one. He's got 30.
30th point, yep.
Hey, let's box out!
He's got 14 foul shots made. 15. 71-68.
Well, Mike, they got up their average in a hurry, didn't they?
And now the QV fans are up. Regard all the way through. Kicked it to Leary. Leary's all Foster was open out there. He likes to shoot those. Timmons.
No foul.
Apparently not, but Jimmy to the rescue. Now Thero fell over Timmons. Jimmy goes in. What's the call? They're going to call a foul before he got to the basket. I think they're going to get Dunda.
He is second.
That's only the 6th team foul against Quaker Valley's second half.
The number 4, Will Dunda.
I'm sorry, 5th. They get him up there quick.
5th.
Leary, long cross court to Kunst. This is where your senior needs to have the ball in his hands. Steal by Thero. 2-on-1. Thero against Timmons, goes all the way in, scores, and it's a 1-point game.
Coast to coast.
Get a timeout here, Mike.
Now they're going to let it go, 71-70.
We need an answer.
Timmons down low, found himself free, and Thero blocked it and then whacked him in the face. Here's Frank. Quaker Valley doesn't have the lead. Now they do. Their first lead, 72-71.
Get a timeout, Mike.
3 minutes, under 3 minutes. And now Highlands calls time with 2:43 to go, and the Quaker Valley fans are up. They lead at 72-71, have erased a 19-point deficit. Well, winter is here, so there's no better time than right now to stop into Highland Tire and Highland Integrity Alignment and see why they've been voted the best place to buy tires in the AK Valley since 1993, the best oil change since 1995, and now #1 for auto repair. Highland Tire offers one of the largest and most complete inventories of tires and custom wheels in the Pittsburgh area. And if you don't see it on site, they'll order it for you. Visit highlandtire.com or give them a call. 724-224-9222 in Tarentum. 724-224-7900, that's Natrona Heights. Or Highland Integrity Alignment, 724-224-5900. Highland Tire, service, integrity, price. We deliver, and the Quakers have delivered here in the last 5 or so minutes.
Springdale, Mike.
Springdale the answer.
Yep, 69-60 they lose to Washington. And again, Mike, I've said all day, it's been what it's going to be what Quaker Valley wants to do, get out in transition, and they've done it the last few trips down. Highlands again, 16 turnovers now, Mike. They had 6 at halftime, so they've turned up the pressure on the Golden Rams, and now they have to answer down 1 with 2:43 to go.
And Quaker Valley, if they do end up coming back to win this game, they're winning this game at the foul line.
No doubt about that.
And we've seen that happen against the Rams. That was the Mars game also. You go back to that. Here's Timmons. 2:35 left. What a big possession. Timmons around him and goes all the way to the basket and put it in. The Rams back on top. Great move with 4 fouls by Chandler Timmons, 73-72.
Stop the ball. Get it out of his hands, Mike.
Here's Thero.
Jimmy Quince on him.
Thero goes in with a wild shot and scores. 35. 74-73.
2 minutes.
Timmons again. In the paint, needs help, tries to split, but Thero stole it. Out to Frank, great play by Kunst, but they say it stays with QV at 150. Quaker Valley in the double bonus.
And the turnovers are killing us, Mike.
Yeah, there have been a bundle.
Quakers, number 25, Daniel Bartels.
Well, you can see why this team's undefeated, Mike.
Highlands led by 19 in the second quarter, 33-14. Here's Thero. Regard on him. Regard's gotten it off him a couple times. So is Tavares. Here's Dunda. Now Gardenier right side. Timmons with 4 fouls. Less than a minute and a half. Gardenier. Maybe catch him on a moving screen somewhere.
We never got that offensive foul out of him, Mike.
No, he's had 3 and he's kept 3. He's not had anything else. Kunst with the reach in, and now Thero will go to the line.
And you might just put 2 on the board for him.
Foul on number 1, Jimmy Kunst, his third.
The kid has a motor, and he's smooth the basketball.
And he's made 15 free throws.
Yep.
It's good.
Good on the first with the bonus.
36 points.
And his buddy Marcus Frank says 24, Mike. That's about it for them.
He's got about half. It's a 3-point lead. 76-73, timeout Quaker Valley. Mike Mastriani wants to set up some defense, but the Rams, who once led by 19, now trail by 3.
Timeout Quaker Valley. That is a full timeout.
Mike, getting back to the section action, Section 3 and 5A. Boy, is it competitive. Last night, Kiski knocked off Gateway 64-56. Corey Smith has really turned that program around
Yes,
there.
he has.
Yep. Penn Hills avenged an earlier season loss. They beat Frank Regional 54-48. And the surprise team in the section, Mike, is Woodland Hills. They beat McKeesport 84-70. So basically, if you look at the standings, Penn Hills first at 6-2, Gateway a half game behind at 5-2. Woodland Hills, Kiski 5-4, 4-4. Then those are your playoff teams.
Yes,
right
they are.
below, Frank Regional, McKeesport 4-5, and McKeesport 3-6. Don't count them out as we enter into the second half. And well, I tell you what, it's been a great game here.
It sure has. They've had their money's worth here
Nice
today.
crowd, too, yeah.
Now, here's my question. Now, what is Corey Dotchin setting up? Are we going for 3 here, or are you just going to try to get a 2 and play some defense or go for the steal? Minute 13 to go.
Yeah, you don't need the 3 right now. But we need to stop them on the other end, which we haven't done.
Which we haven't done at all.
Yep.
No. They had 14 points, Quaker Valley did, in the first quarter, and they've lit it up since then.
And 31 at the half, Mike. They scored 45 here in the second half. And they'll get the pressure. Get the ball in Jimmy's hands.
Here's Kunst. And it's been turnovers and fouls. That's been the difference. Timmons. Crossover move around Thero, goes in, and Thero fouled him.
That's his 4th.
Chandler Timmons will shoot 2 at 56 seconds, and the Rams trail by 3.
It'll be a one-on-one, Mike.
No, he said 2 shots. He called it. He called it a shooting foul.
Whoa, even better.
I don't know that I agree with that, but
We'll take it.
Timmons at the line to shoot 2. Foul on Thero. He's 14.
Timmons 50% from the line. And Mike, I would get the ball out of Thoreau and Frank's hands and foul the first guy I could touch. That's what I would be doing defensively.
first one is down. 7 points for Chandler. 76-74. Quaker Valley by 2.
No matter how this goes down, Mike, got to give Quaker Valley credit. That third shot that Cameron Regard made at the end of the third quarter, most teams would just dive right there.
Well, not these guys.
Shooter number 3.
They won 20 games 9 times in the last decade. This is not just like you talk about programs. Same deal here. It's 1-point game against pressure. Here's Thero backcourt.
Got to get it out of his hands. Foul him. Foul him. Foul him.
Oh, nearly walked. Gardenier.
You got to foul these guys.
And Dotchin is calling for it.
Yeah, get him. Make this
He
guy
wants
beat
him to.
you. There you go.
And it's intentional.
God damn.
It's intentional.
There is a backbreaker there, Mike. There is a backbreaker.
Intentional foul number 3. Jordan.
It's on Tavares.
Be his
2
third.
shots and the ball.
Yep.
And that could kill you.
Yeah, we're going to go right back to where we were.
And this will put Gardenier to the line.
Jack Gardenier.
There is a way to do that without getting an intentional foul call, especially with 40 seconds to go.
Gardenier makes the first. He'll get another, and Quaker Valley gets the ball with a 3-point lead.
He's doing,
if he makes it.
Yep, he's doing what a point guard does, Mike, makes foul shots.
And they're obviously very good at that, and
Yep.
that's probably part of the reason that they're 13-0. 78-75.
Got to go for the steal. Well, get it out of his hands.
And now they file Tiro. And really, you have no choice at this point. 33 seconds left. And now they can bury it from the foul line if they haven't already.
That's 4 on Tavares.
Is 4.
If they haven't already.
Coming for 19 points down, Mike.
The dude Tiro has 37 points. Make it 38.
And they gain for the Wolverines.
And more importantly, Mike, 2-possession lead now, too.
79-75.
At the line of Utero, shooting a double bonus.
That one's no good. 4-point game. Rams got to hurry. Timmons to Regard. Regard tried to dump it inside, and the Rams lose it out of bounds. 24 seconds left.
Well, we got a foul. Somebody got a foul. Anybody? Somebody? Nobody?
Here's Tiro,
Yeah,
and Larry gets him.
you got a foul.
17 seconds. Yeah, he had to do it. He had no choice.
You got to foul the kid in the backcourt, Mike.
Absolutely. Somebody that's not number 3 or number 13, maybe.
That'll do it.
That's an idea.
Yeah.
Who's third?
79-75. Quaker Valley on their way to 14-0, but it wasn't without a scare. $39 for Adu Thero.
Well, could have been, Mike, if you got a couple of those early arm bars called. But, hey, give him credit.
And he's a killer from the foul.
Yeah.
81-75. The Rams never give up 81. You told me they were going to get 75. You'd have liked their chances. Regard's 3 out of the corner is short.
He's out of bounds.
Thero has it. Ahead to Frank. He's going to finish it with a layup. And that's going to do it. Final score. Quaker Valley 83 and Highlands 75. Dean, final thoughts.
You never heard the body hit the floor, Mike. Up by 19, hit that big 3-pointer at the buzzer. You thought that would have done it, but again, Quaker Valley is not undefeated for any reason. 31-15 in the final quarter, Mike. Ouch.
Highlands led 33-14 in the second quarter. Quaker Valley finished it off 69-42.
Well, Mike, you got to suck it up because Tuesday, Shaler's waiting for us.
That's the big one, huh?
Yep.
Shaler, the Rams are going to have to win that one section game to set up a chance to win the section the following Tuesday at Mars. Well, thanks to everybody here at Montour, Lucero, John Gianmarco for setting up a tremendous tournament. This is a tough one. It'll be a lesson learned, but it's going to be a tough lesson to learn, that's for sure. Long bus ride back to the Heights. Once again, that final score, Highlands loses it to undefeated Quaker Valley, QV 83, Highlands 75. For cameraman John and the Dean Mike Choma, this is Mike Pavlik saying, so long.